Good afternoon, student. This is the lecture number 40 of unit number 6, that is powder metallurgy. Up to previous lecture, we have studied what is powder metallurgy, what are the different methods of powder production, what are the different steps to be followed for the manufacturing of powder metallurgical component. Then we have studied stress strain curve. In that we have studied the different points such as elastic point, yield point, then failure point, fracture point. Okay. Next we have studied recovery, recrystallization and grain growth. These are the different topics we have covered up to previous lecture. Today we are going to study the hot working and cold working process. What is hot working and cold working process? What are the advantages and limitations of the hot working and cold working process? Mechanical. First we will have to study the hot working process. The mechanical working process which are done above the recrystallization temperature of metal are known as hot working process. म्हणजेच काय म्हणायचं आहे की the temperature at which the metal working process will takes place, the temperature above the recrystallization. Okay, means what? Recrystallization temperature means what? The temperature at which the new grains formation will takes place in the material. Okay, means what? The mechanical working process which are done, means अशा ज्या काही प्रोसेस आहेत त्या रिक्रिस्टलायझेशन टेम्परेचरच्या वर परफॉर्म केल्या जातात त्याला म्हणतात हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेस. आणि रिक्रिस्टलायझेशन टेम्परेचर म्हणजे कुठलं टेम्परेचर? द टेम्परेचर ॲट विच द न्यू ग्रेन फॉर्मेशन विल टेक्स प्लेस. म्हणजेच it may be a steel, it may be a mild steel, it may be a some low carbon steel, medium carbon steel. Okay, the temperature is provided which is above the recrystallization temperature, and recrystallization temperature means what? The new grain formation will take place. After the new grain formation, the when that metal will solidify, then that new grains will start growing and grain growth will takes place. Okay, so first nucleation or a new grain will formation will takes place, then development of that nuclei will takes place, and after the development of nuclei the growth of the grains will takes place. Okay, so that is nothing but the hot working process. In hot working process, the temperature of completion of metal working is important, since any extra heat left after working aid in a grain growth. म्हणजेच जी एक्स्ट्रा heat will be remaining in the material that will be useful for the grain growth of the that new grains new grain form. This increase in size of the grain occurs by a process of coalescence of adjoining grains and is a function of time and temperature. Means time and temperature, that grain boundaries will become expand and it will be takes place to the adjoining grains. म्हणजे near about or what be neighboring जे grains आहेत that will touches the grain boundaries to each other. Okay, the grain growth result in poor mechanical properties. म्हणजेच because of the grain growth the poor mechanical properties will occur. If the hot working is completed just above the recrystallization temperature, then the resultant grain size would be fine. म्हणजे जी काही हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेस आहे जर इट विल बी टेक्स प्लेस जस्ट अबव द क्रिस्टलायझेशन टेम्परेचर, देन द रिझल्टंट ग्रेन साईज वुड बी फाईन. जे काही ग्रेनची साईज आहे दॅट विल बी फाईन. फॉर एनी हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेस द मेटल शुड बी हिटेड टू अ सच अ टेम्परेचर बिलो इट्स सॉलिडस टेम्परेचर that after completion of that hot working its temperature will remain a little higher than and as close to its recrystallization temperature. Means that solidus temperature means that solidus temperature we have studied in the plotting of the equilibrium diagram. That solidus temperature will be the temperature lower side of the different compositions of alloy. So it is nothing but the hot working process. See here once again that metal working process which are done below the above the recrystalline temperature of the metal are known as a hot working process. And in hot working process, the new grain formation means the temperature above at which the new grain formation is takes place, that is nothing but the recrystallization temperature. Okay, understood? Then next, advantages of hot working process. As the material is above the recrystallization temperature, any amount of working can be imparted since there is no strain hardening taking place. जर काय म्हटलं आहे की the working metal working of the material will takes place above the recrystallization temperature, तिथे कसल्याही प्रकारचं strain occur होत नाही because of the any of the working can be imparted since there is no strain hardening takes place. Okay, at a high temperature the material would have higher amount of ductility. At high temperature म्हणजे higher temperature मटेरियलची जी डक्टिलिटी आहे that will be higher, and there is no limit on the amount of hot working that can be done on the material. आणि तिथे कसल्याही प्रकारचं लिमिटेशन नाही आहे म्हणते limit on the amount of hot working that can be done on the material. Even brittle material can be hot worked, म्हणजेच by heating that material even brittle material can be hot work. म्हणजे जर एखादं ब्रिटल मटेरियल असेल कास्ट आयर्नसारखं तर त्यावर सुद्धा आपण मेटल वर्किंग प्रोसेस परफॉर्म करू शकतो जस्ट बाय हिटिंग दॅट मटेरियल टू हायर टेम्परेचर. इन हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेस द ग्रेन स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द मेटल इज रिफाईन अँड दज मेकॅनिकल प्रॉपर्टी इम्प्रूव्ड. म्हणजेच एखादं हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेस आहे त्या हॉट वर्किंग प्रोसेसमध्ये आपण काय करतो त्या मटेरियलला हीट करतो अँड बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट हिटिंग द ग्रेन स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द मेटल इज रिफाईन. जे काही ग्रेनचं स्ट्रक्चर आहे दॅट विल बी रिफाईन अँड दज द मेकॅनिकल प्रॉपर्टी मीन्स बाय द रिफायनिंग ऑफ द ग्रेन स्ट्रक्चर मेकॅनिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द material will increases. Since the shear stress get reduced at a higher temperature, this process require much less force to achieve the necessary deformations. जनरली जर आपल्याला एखाद्या रॉ मटेरियलपासून जर सिलेंड्रिकल रॉड बनवायचा आहे किंवा एखादी स्टील प्लेट बनवायची आहे मेटल प्लेट बनवायची आहे हॅविंग अ 5 mm थिकनेस ओके अँड 100 mm विड्थ. तर we have a 50 mm thickness plate having 100 mm width. That 100 by 50 mm width plate we will have to transform into 5 mm by 100 mm width thickness of plate. So then we will have to pass that plate through rollers. The clearance between the two rollers will be 5 mm, so that we will have to maintain the clearance between the two rollers will be 5 mm. So we will pull that raw materials of 50 mm thickness and 100 mm wide through the rollers. So what we will have to do, we will have to exert some amount of forces, pulling force on the raw material. Okay, but as we are heating that raw material, there will be no or what we can say, there will be less force will be required to achieve the necessary deformation. Deformation means what? The length of that plate will increases as that 50 mm thickness is transformed to the in the form of length of the plate. Okay, so from 50 mm to 5 mm we will have to pass that plate a number of rollers. The roller clearance will be first what we can say that 30 mm, then 20 mm, then 10 mm, then 5 mm. Likewise, we will have to pass that raw material to a number of rollers having different clearance or different thickness. Okay, so that as we are heating that raw material, so the pulling force will require less and to achieve the necessary deformation from 50 mm, 100 mm width, 50 mm thickness to 5 mm thickness and 100 mm width up to a higher extent. Okay, no residual stresses are introduced in the metal due to the hot working. तर हॉट वर्किंगमुळे काय होईल तिथे कसल्याही प्रकारचे स्ट्रेसेस डेव्हलप होणार नाहीत बिकॉज ऑफ दी hot working process, because the ductility of that material will increases because of the heating of the plate. Okay, then disadvantages of a hot working: due to high temperature in hot working, the rapid oxidation or scale formation and surface decarburization takes place on the metal surface. Okay, due to the high temperature in the metal working, rapid oxidation or scale formation and surface decarbonation take place on the surface of the metal, leading to poor surface finish and loss of metal. Means as that material is in direct contact with the atmospheric moisture content and oxygen, because of that the rusting of the material, that is oxidation, will take place, and because of the oxidation the poor surface finish will occur and the loss of material will take place. Okay, on account of the loss of carbon from the surface of the steel piece being worked, the surface layer loses its strength. ती जी सरफेस लेयर आहे त्याची जी स्ट्रेंथ आहे दॅट विल बी डिक्रीजेस, अँड दिस इज अ मेजर डिसएडवांटेज व्हेन द पार्ट इज पुट टू सर्व. म्हणजे सर्व्हिसमध्ये येण्यापूर्वीच त्या मटेरियलचं काय होतं आहे, डिग्रेडेशन होतं आहे बिकॉज ऑफ द रस्टिंग ऑफ द surface of the plate. The weakening of the surface layer may give rise to a fatigue crack. Fatigue crack means there will be a crack formation which may ultimately result in the fatigue failure of the component. Fatigue failure will take place, means at that location the crack formation will propagates, and because of that the fatigue failure of the component will takes place. Some metal cannot be hot worked because of their brittleness at a high temperature. Some metals, काही metals असे आहेत cannot be hot worked because of their brittleness at high temperature. म्हणजेच काही मटेरियल कास्ट असेही आहेत, जसं ॲडव्हान्टेज म्हटलं आहे की ब्रिटल मटेरियलसुद्धा मेटल फॉर्म करू शकतो बाय गिविंग जस्ट टेम्परेचर. बट काही मेटल्स असे आहेत की त्यांना हॉट वर्किंगनेसुद्धा त्याच्यापासून दुसरा कंपोनंट बिकॉज ऑफ द हायर ब्रिटलनेस. ओके, because of the thermal expansion of metal, the dimensional accuracy in hot working is difficult to achieve. Because of the thermal expansion, the metals, the dimensional accuracy in hot working is difficult to achieve. Handling and maintaining of hot working setup is difficult, as of course the handling and maintaining of the hot working setup is difficult. That hot rollers are used to heat the temperature as well as the high temperature furnace is also used to heat the material. Okay, so this is nothing but the hot work disadvantages, or we may call it the limitations of the use of hot working process. Then cold working process. Cold working of a metal is carried out below its recrystallization temperature. जी कोल्ड वर्किंग प्रोसेस आहे ती काय बिलो रिक्रिस्टलायझेशन टेम्परेचरवर परफॉर्म केली जाते. आता रिक्रिस्टलायझेशन टेम्परेचर म्हणजे मी सांगितलं पहिलेच की दॅट द टेम्परेचर ॲट विच द न्यू ग्रेन फॉर्मेशन विल स्टार्ट, विच इज नोन ॲज अ cold working process. Although normal room temperature are ordinarily used for cold working of various types of steel, temperature up to the recrystallization range are sometimes used. Okay, generally that cold working process are performed at a normal room temperature, and for cold working of various steels, temperature used to means nearer to the recrystallization temperature. In cold working, recovery process are not effective. Purpose of cold working process: the cold working is employed to obtain better surface finish on parts. Means on cold working the metal surface finish is better. That's why as wherever the surface finishing is the important parameter, at that time we will go for cold working process. It is commonly applied to obtain increased mechanical properties. Means we know that as we are performing the cold working process on at a lower temperature or the below recrystallization temperature, then the mechanical properties of the material will improve or increase. It is widely applied as a forming process of making steel product using pressing and spinning. Generally ज्या काही प्रेसिंग्स किंवा what we can say the spinning operations that will be utilized for the cold working process. It is used to obtain thinner materials. जे thin cross sectional areas are, that sections will be manufactured by using cold working process. Then advantages of the cold working process: Advantages: in cold working process, smooth surface finish can be easily produced. Wherever the aesthetic looks are essential, wherever the surface finishing is the most important parameter, in that case the smooth surface finish can be easily produced by using the cold working process. Accurate dimension of the part can be maintained. म्हणजेच द डायमेन्शनल ॲक्युरेसीसुद्धा एक इम्पॉर्टंट पॅरामीटर असेल, देन द कोल्ड वर्किंग प्रोसेस आर युटिलाइज्ड. दॅट इज द ॲडव्हान्टेज. स्ट्रेंथ अँड हार्डनेस ऑफ द मेटल आर इन्क्रीज्ड. स्ट्रेंथ आणि हार्डनेस ऑफ द मेटल आर इन्क्रीज्ड बट डक्टिलिटी डिक्रीज्ड by the cold working process, as we are performing the cold working process on the material. In that case, the strength and hardness of the material increases, but the ductility of the material will decreases. That is depending upon the cold working process. Then, since the working is done in cold state, no oxide would form on the surface, and consequently good surface finish is obtained. Means whatever the disadvantages we have seen in case of the hot working process, that is corrosion or oxidation will take place on the surface of the material, surface of the workpiece, but it will be prevented in case of the cold working process. Cold working process increases the strength and hardness of the material due to the since the working is done in the cold state, no oxide would form on the surface, and consequently good surface finish is obtained. Cold working increases the strength and hardness of the material due to the strain hardening, which would be beneficial in some situation. Cold working increases the strength and hardness of the material due to the strain hardening, which would be beneficial in some situation. There is no possibility of decarburization of the material. Means there is no decarburization will takes place. Better dimensional accuracy is achieved. Better dimensional accuracy is achieved. It is far easier to handle cold parts, and it is also economical for smaller size. Means whatever the disadvantages we have seen in case of the hot working process, few of that are advantages for the cold working process. That is the setup handling. Okay. Then disadvantages of the cold working process. Some materials which are brittle. Some materials which are brittle cannot be cold work easily. काही मटेरियल जे असतात की ते ब्रिटल आहेत बिकॉज ऑफ that cold working process will carry out below the recrystallization temperature. That's why it is difficult to cold working process. Since the material has higher yield strength at lower temperature, materials has higher yield strength at a lower temperature, the amount of deformation that can be given to is limited by the capability of processes or hammer used. The distortion of the grain structure is created. Means somewhat cases the distortion of the grain structure is created since the material get strain hard. Since the material get strain hard, the maximum amount of deformation that can be given is limited. The material get strain hard, the maximum amount of deformation that can be given is limited. Any further deformation can be given after annealing. Internal stresses are set up which remain in the metal unless they are removed. जे काही स्ट्रेसेस असतात की जे ॲनिलिन परफॉर्म केल्यानंतर सुद्धा बी remain in the material after the removal of proper heat treatment process, after the performance of the proper heat treatment process. Okay, so this is nothing but the hot working and cold working process we will have to cover in this lecture. So this is the end of the unit number 6. Okay, so in this unit we have studied the different topics. First topic we have studied the production of sinter structured compound. In that different steps we have followed, that is powder production, blending or mixing, compacting, that is pressing, sintering, sizing or impregnation, testing or inspection. So these are the different steps we will have followed for the manufacturing of the sinter structural component. For blending and mixing, we have studied the two types of mixing machines, that is blender of double cone or Y cone type. Then next compacting, okay, sintering, sizing or impregnation. For that purpose I have shown you 2 to 3 videos to understand that production of a powder metallurgical component. Then we have studied the stress strain curve. In that case we have studied the proportionality limit, that is Hooke's law we have studied. Then elastic region, plastic region, elastic point, yield point, lower yield point, upper yield point, breaking stress, fracture point. That terminology we have studied in stress strain diagram, that we have studied in 12th standard also. Then we have studied the recovery, what is recovery, recrystallization and grain growth with the help of this diagram. Then today we have studied the hot working process, cold working process, advantages of hot working process, then disadvantages of the hot working process and cold working process, and advantages and disadvantages of the cold working process. Generally by using the hot working process, wire drawing will takes place, thin sheets formation will takes place, okay. And by using the cold working process, coining, embossing, then rolling, okay. So these are the different applications of the hot working and cold working process. I think you have studied in the manufacturing process 1, that is metal forming process, okay. So these topics we will have to cover in the today's lecture. Now from tomorrow onward we will have to cover the practicals, that is study of the microstructure, then preparation of the metallurgical specimen, then the heat treatment processes, that is aniline, normalizing heat treatment process we will have to study in the practicals. Then we will have to study the heat treatment of bronzes, we will have to study in the practicals. Then we will conduct the MCQ based mock test on each and every unit, means separately on each unit, okay. So first we will cover the 6 to 7 practicals in each and every lecture, and then we will cover the mock test on each unit, that is unit 1 introduction to material science, unit 2 introduction to iron carbon equilibrium diagram, unit 3 alloy steel, unit 4 cast iron, unit 5 heat treatment process, and unit 6 that is powder metallurgy, okay. So these are the different topics we will have to cover in the material science, and whatever the exam related information that will be shared with you in your WhatsApp group, and exam will be conducted on online mode. Exam will be conducted on online mode in MCQ based question. Multi choice question will be asked, and the list of MCQ I will provide you, means unit wise list of multi choice question I will share with you in our WhatsApp group, okay. So you will have to just prepare that questions, and the same type of question or same question will be asked in the university exam. That university exam will be of 60 marks. On every unit there will be a 10 question asked in the examination, okay. So this is regarding the subject, that is material science. If any kind of doubts you have, you can ask me personally, or you can ask me in the Google Meet, okay. So, and whatever the notes regarding unit number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 that I have already shared with you, the unit notes related to unit 6 I will share after the completion of the unit number 6, means in the second means the day after tomorrow. So today we will stop here. Thank you.